Terra Luna seemed to be a promising project, but recently, it completely crashed. This changes a lot of what we think about stablecoins, decentralization, and crypto in general. Stick around until the end of the video to find out more. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll discuss how the Terra Luna collapse changes everything. But before that, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell to stay notified. Let's head into it. The Terra Luna disaster. A revolutionary stablecoin has lost its peg. Slipping pegs have previously occurred in everything, from national currencies to money markets to stablecoins. The current problem is gaining attention because of several uncommon characteristics. It occurs during a wider macroeconomic crisis that has harmed crypto. Terra had a relatively significant market cap, and algorithmic stablecoins are little understood. The main issue is a persistent lack of trust in the stablecoin backing concept. The major effects will be increased collateralization with independently valued assets, earlier regulatory consolidation, and continued innovation. This indicates a shift in direct rather than a complete system meltdown. Terra in the stablecoin ecosystem. To grasp Terra's significance, we must first place in its context. Terra, as you may know, is a stablecoin and an instrument to the DeFi ecosystem. Before the peg, it was expected to have had a market cap of $18.5 billion. There are hundreds of stablecoins that are classified into two types based on how they are backed. The first type of stablecoin is collateralized stablecoins. These are typically backed by a combination of cash and other financial instruments. Stored in off-chain institutions, USDC is an example of a currency that is pegged to the US dollar 1-to-1. They are commonly employed in a wide range of cryptocurrency transactions. DAI is also in this category, as it is entirely backed by a combination of USDC and either collateralized debt. The second type is more specialized, and this is where UST fits in, because algorithmic stablecoins are frequently tied to a certain cryptocurrency. In the case of UST, it was related to Luna. They lack independent asset in reserve to back up their value. They keep prices stable by programmatically increasing or decreasing the quantity of the coin to which they are linked. Algorithmic stablecoins use a variety of strategies, including partial collateral, rebasing, and seigniorage sharing. Terra employed a seigniorage shares model, which basis cash also used. Because all of these models have not been thoroughly verified, algorithmic stablecoins are more volatile in practice than collateralized stablecoins. Algorithmic stablecoins are just an experiment to see if we can maintain supply and demand equilibrium using an equation. The special difficulty in Terra is that neither UST nor Luna has much value apart from the other. When investors decide that neither has value, this might lead to a confidence crisis. Stablecoin provides three functions, the most important of which is to facilitate crypto transactions. They give traders with liquidity a potential safe haven asset. UST is utilized to swap with Luna, as well as to earn the 19.5% APY on Terra's lending protocol, Anchor. Also, make sure to write your thoughts on the lessons to learn from the collapse in the comments section. What it means to slip a peg. All stablecoins are tied together. This indicates that they are intended to maintain a specific value in reference to some target. The USDC is tied to the US dollar, hence 1 USDC equals 1 US dollar. The value of UST was linked to the cryptocurrency Luna, so 1 UST could buy 1 Luna. Currency pegging is an old notion. Many economies have currencies that are linked to the other currencies to different degrees, such as the US dollar or the euro. This signifies the same thing. They have agreed to keep their currency at parity with another national currency or a basket of currencies. If you go to Panama, $1 will always buy you 1 Panamanian Balboa. Countries or firms must participate in market operations to preserve pegs. This means that a country's central bank buys or sells its own currency on the open market. This can be costly. To control value, the country must maintain sufficient foreign exchange reserves if the value of the country's currency falls. As speculators have done, they must be prepared to buy and sell foreign exchange at the exchange rate price. Previous examples illustrate that regaining a peg is costly. Hong Kong paid $722 million in May 2022 to protect its peg to the US currency. When the Bank of England sought and failed to maintain a quasi-peg against aggressive shorting by investor George Soros in September 1992, the UK lost €3.3 billion and had to withdraw from the European exchange rate mechanism. For Tether in 2017, the price fell to 91 cents and took 3 weeks to return to $1. This is one example, and another is Neutrino in April 2022, both of which are stablecoins losing their peg and still trying to regain peg. Valuation going more pegs is not uncommon among stablecoins, but it is more prevalent among algorithmic stablecoins due to market jitters. When UST fell below the peg, Terra's algorithm did what it was supposed to do. It adjusted the value of Luna that it could buy. However, once investors lost faith in the value of Luna, they were unwilling to arbitrage. We can learn 3 things from previous examples. Defending a peg is expensive, slippage can be caused by hostile actors or a lack of faith, and pegs can rebound. Implications for stablecoins, crypto, and CBDC. The following factors contribute to Terra's spillover effects on the other stablecoins, crypto, and CBDC. Panic behavior as a result of a loss of faith in stablecoin reserves claims. Inability to mint Luna fast enough. Scale of consumer losses. The sell-offs in stablecoins in general have been caused by nervous investors who were alarmed by the quick losses in UST. CELO fell to 96 cents before recovering to 99 cents. Tether briefly lost its peg, and $3 billion in withdrawals were processed. There were 2 consequences for stablecoins' future. First, collateralization as a stablecoin backing approach will gain favor in the immediate term. As the pressure mounted, even UST headed in this way early in the month. The LFG was formed in order to begin purchasing Bitcoin as collateral. In the future, this experience will tip the scales in favor of at least some collateralization with independent assets. In this regard, we can anticipate that risk-taking investors interested in algorithmic stablecoins would use their governance rights to drive them towards more resilient recovery mechanisms. The second trend will be an increase in regulatory scrutiny. Already, the U.S. Treasury Secretary has called for regulation before the end of the year. However, as usual, it is unclear what this signifies. By the way, what do you think about stablecoins? Let us know in the comment section down below. No real decentralization. Another thing to understand is the nature of decentralized money. Terra's developers hyped the creation of decentralized money for a decentralized economy. When pressed, however, the group exposed its highly centralized and opaque governance system. The typical user had almost no power during Terra's dying moments. Thanks to Do Kwon, Terraform Labs, and the Luna Foundation Guard (LFG), in an attempt to save the network, the aforementioned parties made a number of hasty and enormous actions, all of which failed. On May 9th, for example, Do Kwon and just 6 other LFG members opted to spend $1.5 billion from the LFG's reserve pool to defend the value of UST. The Guard then gave no updates to the community until May 16th, when it revealed that practically all reserve assets, including 80,000 BTC, had been sold. Furthermore, on May 12th, Terraform Labs worked behind the scenes with validators to freeze the Terra blockchain without warning. This was done without the agreement of the community, despite the declared goal of preventing governance attacks. Terra's chain, for example, had only 130 validators. Even Do Kwon retweeted a post indicating that the LFG was a centralized system that he intended to phase out over time. There is a distinction between can't and won't when it comes to decentralization. Is a blockchain network truly decentralized if a small party can take control of it anytime it sees fit? What do you think about the collapse of Terra Luna? What does it change in your eyes? Let us know in the comments section. This brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you had fun watching it. Give us a like if you did and subscribe to our channel to stay updated. Also, activate the bell to make sure you definitely won't miss any of our future videos. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you in the next video.